I want to see black men and black women together, but I want to see black women valuing black men as black men deserve to be valued. Black men, you are worthy.
See, of all the things that black women in certain spaces try to demonize this guy, my thing was they never knew how to appeal to certain women, really. Like, they really didn't have the same mindset I have towards this whole thing. This type of video would bother me. For one, the idea that black men and black women are supposed to be together is weird to me. Because it's like, why do you think just because someone has the same skin tone, they must be together? You know? And on top of it, the women who would leave this part out would leave it out because they had nothing against this. Because they had the same mindset that they thought that black men and black women were supposed to be together. And from my perspective, I've never thought that. I've always thought it's very abnormal for people to tell other people that just because they're a certain race, they need to be with someone of a certain race. To me, that's very racially insensitive, one. Two, it's also stereotyping black people. It's stereotyping anyone of any race to assume what they're going to be with, especially a minority. A white person, okay, maybe it makes sense because, well, the majority of their society, of our society, is white. But black Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, none of us are the majority. You know, and to me, to make that assumption is implying that we have some inherent difference than other people of the majority of society. It's implying that something's innately different with black people, you know, that sets us aside from other races. Anyway, continue.
You have done great things in the last 20 or 30 years. You've taken your image back from cops, deadbeat dads, and everything else.
See, that would exactly be another thing I would have an issue with. No one ever pointed these things out on this guy when he was alive. The fact that he brought up cops, implying he's a liberal who thinks that black men are killed by the police, when really, in reality, black men are killed by black men. You know, if he was a decent black man, he would be concerned about how black men are dropping like flies in Chicago and in many other places because black men are killing them. Not because of a police officer, not because of a white person, not because of even females for that matter. It's specifically black men killing black men. You know, and if you really were a decent black man, you would care about decent black men. And I've gone through this many times. I've talked about how this man is not a decent man, obviously, and he wasn't high value. But that's beside the point. I never really cared.
Challenge, and this is your time. This is your time. The gender war is over. Average at best happened in 2021. That is over. 2022.
Average at best, I never really had an issue with, honestly. That, to me, the reason I don't is because people focus on skin tone with that. Think of it this way. If someone says a light-skinned person is average at best, it's okay. You call a brown-skinned black woman average at best, as long as she is not able to be confused for dark skin. If she's like me, it's okay. But if you call a dark-skinned black woman average at best, then you are somehow hating, or you are colorist, you hate black women. The way I see it is this. Either all women get protected from this term, or all black women, and all women in general for that matter, it's fair game basically to say that to them. You can't say for one race or one color, you can say this or you can't say this because they're a protected group. You know what I mean? And especially for black women, if you're saying black women are protected, then I would think that you would basically be saying that all black women would be protected. But no, you're just making it dark skin. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I definitely defended him on the average at best. What I don't like is the whole thing of his type are the type who basically will try and tear black women down, try and attack black women in order to try to get black women, basically, to try to be with them. People like me, I don't give a darn how you view a black woman because you're not my target, you're not my interest, and nothing you could do could make me interested in you. I don't even think a gun would make me interested in a black man. Being completely honest, I don't think even being threatened with my life would make me interested in a black man. It's just not there. And that doesn't mean I hate black men, I don't. It's just lack of interest, lack of sexual interest, lack of attraction, Continue, though.
We're going into it. Self-awareness is sexy. Men are going to show the work, and women are going to show their worth. We're going to move forward. We're going to move forward, and if you want to move forward together with us, men are there waiting for you. Men are there waiting for you, but you're going to.
But the thing is with that whole idea is this. This was the main reason why on his channel I never really found much importance, because their focus was black men's interest or worth or value or desire. If you aren't interested in getting his desire, it's no concern. But this is the thing that was really weird in the situation. I would be in sectors where black women didn't prefer black men. Specifically, they call them divested and things of that nature, those sectors. And many of the time, they would be crying about this man, freaking out about this man, raging about this man. And it's so weird. From my perspective, it's like, if I don't care to get interest, why would I care? My main interest is to cause detraction, okay? Not attraction, detraction. I don't want you interested in me. That's not hate against you, but it's just what it is. Continue.
Earn your spot, because he has to earn his value. Yes, I want to see black men.
But the thing is, in this whole thing, is that that's a major part of his channel. He was trying to create value in black men. I personally think black men have value to someone else. They have currency to other women, but not to me. So why would I care to watch a channel where they're basically saying black men are supposed to have value to me? It's never going to happen, so it's a futile effort to try to watch. You know what I mean? Because I don't have any interests. So I don't see any value personally for a relationship or anything of that nature with a black man. That doesn't mean he is bad for everyone. He's just bad for me and I don't want him, kind of thing. A black man could be a great man for some other woman who actually likes black men and is attracted to black men. So that's just basically all I have to say on this. My main issue was the idea that black women belong to black men. They don't, especially for someone like him who was in an interracial relationship at the time he died. And it's like, how are you going to be mad at black women for choosing other races of men because they're attracted to them, when you understand how it is to be attracted to other races of women? If you understand that you can't really deny someone else's attraction to other races of men, I think it's an ego issue. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, guys.
And black women together, but I want